Hello, I'm Arthur D.T. Pollard, and this is my new book, One Eighth of a Man, Hate for the Skin I'm In. Get the book on Amazon.com as a Kindle ebook, paperback, or a hardcover. If you get the Kindle ebook, you don't like it, push one button and return it, and get your purchase price credited back. Pure and simple. But what I really want to talk about is something that's not getting enough attention in the news right now, and that's the debate on making Washington, D.C. the 51st state. And this book speaks a lot to the reasons that debate is going the way it is for D.C. in general and why conditions are the way they are for people of color in the United States as a whole. Some of those excuses from Republicans for not wanting Washington, D.C., one of them is there's not enough people there. But Washington, D.C. has more people than two current states, Wyoming and Vermont. So that's a moot point and a red herring. The real reason Republicans don't want Washington, D.C. to be a state is there's too much of in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. population has about 45.4% African American, about 42.5% white, and with the rest of the minorities grouped together, it would become a majority minority state. And that's the direction that the United States is heading. So that's why all the pushback is going on nationally on voting rights suppression, the violence in the streets against people of color, and probably even has some connection to the police shootings of African Americans. So Washington, D.C., 700,000 people basically pay federal taxes, but they have no voting members in Congress. I think that's called taxation without representation. A whole war was fought against that, and a country called the United States was created when the colonists rebelled against Great Britain. So now, a country that started because of taxation without representation wants 700,000 Americans in the heart of America to put up with taxation without representation. Hypocrisy much? So, who do people in Washington, D.C. call? They don't have any voting members in Congress. So I guess we need to call our Congress members and say, hey, let's stop this taxation without representation and make Washington, D.C. the 51st state. So my suggestion is we create a hashtag called Free DC. So hashtag Free DC, and let's make Washington, D.C. the 51st state and point the United States in the direction that it's naturally heading. Thank you.